Welcome back to another Craig's Custom Cooking video. Tonight I'm going to make cheesesteaks. I'm going to try to make one like Geno's. I'm going to make another one just like Pat's. The only difference is I'm going to put some mushroom in mine because my wife loves mushroom. So that's what we're going to make tonight. So join with me. Let me readjust my camera and we'll start the process. Alright, so here we have some baby bella mushrooms. I'm going to cut them in half. And I'm just going to chop them into like little 1/4-inch pieces. I don't want them to be too big. Now when they cook, they're going to cook down quite a bit, but I don't want them to be too big in the sandwich. So this one I'm just going to cut 1/4-inch pieces. I try to line up the ones that are about the same size. That way it makes it easier. Just take these. In half. That's it. Take these, I'll put them on a plate. I have a sweet onion here. Just going to cut the top off. I'm going to cut it in half. You noticed I didn't cut the root end off. That'll help your onion stay together better while you're slicing it. Pull this outer skin off. See, the root's still on. I don't know that I'm going to use this whole onion. I'll know once I cut it up how much we got. So normally I cut it this way 3 times. Then I go this way into 1/4-inch strips. But I want these to be a little bit bigger onion pieces. So I'm actually only going to cut it down this way 1 time. And you want to cut it. I put my thumb on the root end until you're almost through, but not through the bottom of the onion. And I'm going to go this way, and this time I'm going to cut it into like 1/2-inch thick pieces. Now you just come down the front, back about 1/2-inch. I'll cut this one up. I'll use this for another recipe. I took a jump, so you just want to break them up. Okay, I'm going to cut up the other half just like this, and then we'll have enough. Okay, I have my onions cut up here on the plate. I have my mushrooms cut up. Now when I bring you back, I'll show you how we fry these. I'll show you what I'm going to fry them on. Then we'll start putting a cheesesteak together. All right, in tonight's recipe, I'm going to be using butter for the onions and the mushrooms. I use Kerrygold. I think it's the best butter. This is a salted version. They also have an unsalted version. It comes in a silver package. I think this is the best butter that's made. I'm also going to be using Cheez Whiz, and I'll get this ready in a minute and show you the process for that. Alright, in this small saucepan, I'm going to put maybe 3 large teaspoons of the Cheez Whiz in a pan. I'm going to heat this very slowly over a burner so it gets liquidy so it can be poured, and then I'll bring you back. Alright, this is my Cheez Whiz. I just put it on my smallest burner on the stove on low, and this is what you're looking for. You want it to be able to be pourable. You don't want it runny or like water. You want it a little thick, but you want to be able to drizzle it and pour it. So this is ready. So when we make the cheesesteaks, I can use that on one of them. Alright everybody, I have this side of my grill heating up. So I'm going to cook my onions and mushrooms first. In this container I have 2 tablespoons of butter. Take my spatulas, melt it down on here. I'm going to take my onions and mushrooms, what we want to do is try to caramelize these. You'll see that my Blackstone is designed that the grease runs down this hole, so any excess is going to run towards that hole. So what I'm going to do right now to get these going is I'm going to put them underneath my lid. That'll allow some of the steam to come up, soften up the mushrooms and the onions, and then once we get them a little softer, then I can caramelize them. So I'll bring you back. All right, they're getting a little softened up. Now in this bowl I have pepper, a little bit of salt, a teaspoon of salt, two teaspoons of black pepper, a teaspoon of garlic powder, and a teaspoon of onion powder. So I'm just going to sprinkle some of this over the onions. And then we're going to continue to cook them here until they caramelize. So it's going to take a little bit. I'll bring you back. Alright, as you can see, they're caramelizing. They're getting a really nice color to them. Alright, what I'm going to do is I have this side of my griddle on low. So I'm going to slide them over here on this side because they're fully cooked now. I'm going to push them to the back corner because that's my cold spot on this side. I don't want them cooking much more. I just want them to maintain their temperature. And I'm actually just waiting for my wife to come home so I can cook the cheesesteak because it doesn't take very long. Alright, tonight I'm going to use, it's made by Heritage, it's ribeye finely sliced steak. So I'm going to get that on the grill. It's not going to take very long. very, very thin. We'll let it brown up, and then we'll try to shred it up as best we can. In the meantime, I have 2 hoagie rolls, and what I like to do is I take some Duke's mayonnaise, spread it out inside the roll. Try to cover everything. So the inside is covered with mayonnaise, and then I turn it down on my grill. Just like that. So let me get the steak cooking up. I'm going to get the other hoagie roll on, and I'll bring you back. Alright, back. My steak is done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to split this steak in half. So I have the same amount in both piles. Move this one closer to the cooler side. These are my rolls. They've already been toasted. They're ready. And to this one over here, this is the Geno one. So I'm going to put 2 pieces of provolone cheese on that one. I'll put my lid over that one to try to help it. Alright, we're going to assemble this one while the cheese is melting on that one. So what I do is I like to take some of the Cheez Whiz, put it on the bread on both sides. I'm just going to spread it around. Now we're going to put this over top the steak. Try to get it all in there. I'm just going to come under it, turn it upside down. Pick up the remainders, the other steak, and then take more of the Cheez Whiz. We're going to drizzle it over the top. And this is the Pat's cheesesteak from Philadelphia. Oh, our cheese is melted nicely. Get rid of this lid. Take my other bun. Just gonna put it on top. Slide underneath. Turn it upside down. And this is the Geno's. So I'm going to shut my grill down. Oop. one important thing about both of them. I didn't add any of the onions and mushrooms. So this one, this is the Geno's with the mushrooms and onions on top. Take the other one. So they both have the same ingredients in them. Actually going to add a little more cheese whiz to this one. Alright, that is it. I'll see you at the table. Alright, we're back. Honey, this is one of the types of cheesesteak.
Oh, I like it. Has cheese on top.
This is the other one.
Okay, thank you.
Tell me which one you like best.
Definitely the one with cheese.
Don't, Jack, judge me. Yeah, try them first.
Okay. Made me hungry. Very good. I need a tissue.
Thank you. This one's very good.
So this is the one with cheese.
This is Pat's with the cheese. Well, they both have cheese. This is the one that Geno makes with the provolone on the bottom.
Oh, okay.
This one has cheese whiz on it. That's the one that Pat makes.
So different type of cheese.
This is cheese whiz, yes. Two different types of cheese.
This one.
I know which one I prefer.
The first one, right? No?
No, I prefer the Pat's.
Yeah, the same. The one with the yellow cheese on it. This one has a little bit sweeter side. With onion, I can feel the onions.
There's onions and mushrooms on both of them. I put the same toppings on both of them. All right, guys, our choice is the one from Pat's with the cheese whiz on it. The other one's very good too. There's nothing wrong with it. It's a very good cheesesteak. So we're going to get ready and eat our supper. If you like our channel, please subscribe, hit the like button and the bell. You have a wonderful night, and we'll see you in the next video.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.